Hi, from Disney's Hollywood Studios, formerly Disney MGM Studios. I'm here today to finally see the new shows that debuted a few months ago that I just haven't had the chance to come see. The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure show, and then the Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After show. I just got off of work and it poured down rain. I have my umbrella and I just have a couple hours to see these shows. And inside the park, I don't know if this is what was just here or what's impending because there's just weather everywhere. I looked at the times and I might be able to see them both back to back. So I'm going to the Little Mermaid show first and then going to the Villain show. The Villain show is all the way in the very back of Sunset Boulevard next to Rock and Roller Coaster. And then the Little Mermaid show is over here in Animation Courtyard, which is going to be changing. I did a live stream about this when they announced it. I like to go into a little bit more detail about my thoughts about theme park projects and live streams, but I am so excited about Animation Courtyard finally reverting back to an animation studio. Launch Bay specifically has exceeded its relevance, so I'm so enthusiastic about what this area is going to be in the next year. What is definitely sad though is that the arch is being demolished. This has gone through multiple cosmetic changes over the years. For this to finally go away is just going to be really sad. What if any of these carvings are going to be salvaged? There's an animator animating Donald Duck. There's the Carpe Circle Theater. This is so cool. There's Hollywood set, the Chinese theater. There's a lot that I just really haven't paid attention to. There's some animating Goofy. So I guess both sides are identical to each other. I just haven't really paid attention to. The art before it was very reminiscent of old Hollywood. Alright, I should probably get in line for the Little Mermaid, which is going to stay open during the construction, but what is not is Launch Bay. Launch Bay is about to close for the evening. And the weather is very consistent with the weather coming back here, because this is the old animation building. And I'm on my phone, so I can switch to 0.5. How incredibly awesome is this? I am so excited for this to be the animation studio again. I don't think I've ever been able to come back here before. This is the old animation building. Right here where so much history was made. This also was the old studio tour, I'm pretty sure, which is of course now, unfortunately, Star Wars Launch Bay. I'm not going to Launch Bay right now because it is indeed about to close, but I at least wanted to come back to the courtyard. Will I come back before Launch Bay closes in about a month? I don't know. If I don't, I won't be upset about it because I am ready for Star Wars to go. Alright, I'm going to get a line for the Little Mermaid and wait for the weather to hopefully pass. Planning to go to Villains right after the show concludes and hopefully get dinner at some point. And I'm curious how they're going to reroute the queue for this. I presume just people to be down the stairs because the courtyard will be closed off. And I'm finally starting to move and heading inside the show. And I've never noticed this before. I don't know if this is part of the original show. Just these animations from the movie. The show starts in like a minute, so I get a pretty decent seat. I don't really want to go all the way down to the end. This is the pre-show room, which looked a lot different back in the day. There used to be a lot more decorations, like nautical stuff.
Never to hear of you going to the surface again! Is that clear?
I will be where the people are. Wanna see all you dancing and walking around on those feet. And when you're fit, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, down the street, and where they walk, where they run, where they stay all day in the sun. I wish I could be part of that.
Hey there, boy. Yeah, I know. I had to escape all that marriage talk. It's just... I just haven't met the right girl yet. Oh. Believe me, Max, she's out there somewhere. I just know it.
I don't know when, I don't know how, but I know something's starting right now. Someday
fences leak.
I dream about going ahead.
No, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things surround you. What more is you looking for? Under the sea, under the sea. Can you play the flute? The cow play the harp. And the bass play the beat. And these are the chop. Oh, the bass play the brush. And the chop play the drum. And so that blowfish blow under the sea. Boom! Oh, big finish. Under the sea. When there's a deep in the it's music to me. What do they got? We got a hot station band. We go down here, know how to jump here. Under the sea. These little stuff here, sit around here. Under the sea. These little snails here know how to win here. That's why it's hotter. Under the water. Now we ain't right here. Now we get back here. Under the sea.
Poor child, poor sweet child, Ursula can help you. Ursula can make all your dreams come true. You're here because you want to be with the humans. Find your prince, fall in love. Well, the solution to your problem is quite simple. Become a human yourself. I'll make a potion that will turn you into a human for 3 days. Before the sun sets on the 3rd day, you've got to get dear old Princey to kiss you. Not just any kiss. The kiss of true love. If you do that, you'll remain human permanently. But if you don't, you will turn back into a mermaid, and you will belong to me. There is one more thing, sweet cakes. No more talking, singing, sing.
Without my voice, how can I?
You'll have your looks, your pretty face, and don't underestimate the importance of body language. You put heart in your soul. It's sad, but true. For some breakfast, you've got to pay the toll. Take a little bit, take some breath, and power and inside the scroll. Had some gas, and now I've got to raise the bar. This more now sing.
Have you kissed her yet?
No, and there's only 1 day left. You want something done? You've got to do it yourself. First, we've got to create the mood. Percussion. String. Wind. Words. Yes, you want her. Look at her, you know you do. Possible she wants you to. There is one way to ask her. It don't take a word, not a single word. Go on and kiss the girl. Sing it out. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, my oh my. Look like the boy too shy. Gonna kiss the girl. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, if that's sad, they get the shade too bright. You gonna miss the girl. must love him, doesn't she, Sebastian? It's like I always say, Your Majesty. Children got to be free to live their own lives. Well, then I guess there's just one problem left. And what's that, Your Majesty? How much I'm going to miss her.
Mermaid musical adventure, and that was adorable. Heading outside to try to go over to Villains. I will definitely share my thoughts about that show, but I loved it. And I have less than 10 minutes to make it over to Sunset Boulevard. I'm trying to make it over there fast. There is another show that I could go to, but I do want to give myself some more options for dinner. So I want to see this show. At least it's not raining for now, but I am really having a rush over here. I just really want to make sure that I actually get to watch both of these shows today. So it took me like 3 minutes, but I made it over here. I think that I made it at least. Nope, I got cut off. I did not make it into that show. This is a cool angle of the Tower of Terror though. So what I'm going to do is just do what I should have done in the first place, which is go get food, and I'm going to Fairfax Fair. I have about half an hour until the next show, and I just put in mobile order at Fairfax Fair, and it's ready now. You can also see the animation studio from over here. I don't know if my time management right now is ideal, but I've mentioned the menu at Fairfax Fair sort of a lot, and I've never gotten a bowl here, so that's what I got. This is admittedly a little bit smaller than I thought it would be, but there's my little bowl. These are their options. I could have gotten a buffalo chicken bowl, a barbecue beef brisket bowl, a Korean barbecue pork belly bowl, which is what I got, and then a soba noodle salad bowl. Now to try to find a place to eat this quickly. This is across from the Carthay Circle Theater, and what I got again is the Korean barbecue pork belly bowl. Braised pork belly tossed in Korean barbecue sauce, topped with Korean salad, and green onions served on mashed potatoes in a waffle bowl. And then I got a beer. So I ate that really fast, but it was good. The waffle bowl was weird. I didn't like it at first, and then I did, which is surprising. Waffle bowls and mashed potatoes. But I'm going back over here to actually get in line. And I'm bringing my ale with me. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to bring it into the theater. I'm getting here 15 minutes early instead of 5 minutes early. I hope that's good. Also, Rock and Roller Coaster was closed, and now it's open again. So yes, I do have to finish this before I go inside. And I'm hoping that maybe that being open pulls some people over to Rock and Roller Coaster instead of Villains Unfairly Ever After. All right, I'm inside the theater, and I'm sitting in the very back. Pretty much how I did with Mermaid.
Magic mirror on the wall.
Oh, for the days when only one villain summoned me. A queen with a question. Villains are preoccupied with who's been treated the most unfairly of all. It's up to you to tell them what you see. Please make a choice so they'll stop asking me. You see, I've been enchanted to answer only to the queen. Still, they're relentless, so I need you to intervene. Magic mirror on the wall, who's most misunderstood of all. I can't judge, I just reflect. So what you see is what you get. A cunning collector of unique fashion, for whom puppies stirred a curious passion.
Oh, you see? Tragically misunderstood.
Ruthless, devious, and dressed to kill.
Oh, I love that one! Hello, darlings! That's me! Doesn't scare you, won't even think will. I'm just here, Mr. Dickerson. I'm full of surprises. Yes, it's a curse to be so famously misunderstood. Everyone thinks they know you. Hello, darling! Is it my fault I have a
You answer me. No. I have told you I only answer to the Queen. But do they listen? No. Another scoundrel, undoubtedly with a load of crock to sell you.
So try the life of a king.
Really?
Sell the life of a crook. There isn't a one who won't have honor for Captain Hook. Captain Hook, at your service. No applause. Oh, don't bother. That crafty companion gets all the attention. Do you not realize what a benevolent captain like myself can offer you? Freedom, wealth, glory, and above all, ever growing up. No. So try the life of a thief. Dissemble the life of a crook. There isn't a one who wouldn't have fun away from Captain Hook. Come on, join up and I'll be frank. Unless you do, you'll walk the plank. The choice is up to you. Hello. Now! Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the most misunderstood? Why me, that's all. You love the life of a thief. You'll relish the life of a crook. There's smells of hope for everyone. You'll get treasure by the time. Join up with Captain Hook.
What now? Ah, yes. The fairy godmother no one wants. Maleficent.
There's no need to be frightened of me. Isn't that right, my pets? I'm merely here to propose that I am the most misunderstood of all. Haven't you ever been forgotten? Left off the list? Omitted from a grand affair that the entire kingdom is attending? I woefully misinterpreted your love for me at once. Was it my curse that brought sleeping beauty the kiss of true love? I suppose you could say the happy after of Princess Aurora was not doing. You loved me at once, the way you did once.
It's my turn.
It's Mermaid's.
Hold it right there, Mr. Floaty Face. Hello? She isn't the only one who's feeling a little heated by being misunderstood by the cat!
Insignificant and awkwardly flamboyant.
Two at a time?
I demand you let me in, or out. Which is it? Okay, kindly let him know. I was here first.
Damn you hovering apparition. I've been dreadfully misunderstood. I should have been sultan!
Oh, that it has come to this.
Seriously? I know.
The name in the mirror is mine, and mine alone!
No, I beseech thee, answer them. Choose the most misunderstood. But how? Many spoke, but few were seen, though villains in the mirrors gleamed. But these three passed through the glass. Yes, Choose from them. That is your task. Do you cheer for the spider waiting for the hill? Or shout for the world's most famous crook?
Okay, crew, you know what to do! Everybody scream!
Or scream the deviant of evil.
My curse produce true love!
Maleficent, the mistress of all evil. Magic mirror on the wall, who's most misunderstood of all?
Some music in this show is incredible. Cruella won it. I'm gonna vote between Cruella de Vil, Captain Hook, and Maleficent. My first reaction with this show is that it felt like a Disneyland show, and it started to rain again. As I came outside, it's not bad, but it's definitely raining. I got to see Villains Ever After, or no, what is it called? Villains Unfairly Ever After. So I got to see Villains Unfairly Ever After and The Little Mermaid musical adventure on the same night. I have felt months behind trying to see these shows at Hollywood Studios. That's something else that just kept on taking priority. But I finally got to see both shows, and they were both really cool. And I do have a personal preference, I think. Today, Disney released concept art for the Muppets overlay of Rocket Roller Coaster, and this entire guitar facade outside is going to be like tie-dye. So I'm going to go over to the Muppets courtyard just because I want to see the progress of what they're doing over there with Monsters Inc. And to kind of look back to Hollywood Scoops because they have some villains-themed ice cream. It's still open, some sort of a dessert. Sounds nice. This is the line for Fantasmic, which goes all the way down Sunset Boulevard. And they just played an inclement weather spiel that may be delayed or maybe canceled, I don't know. But I still want to talk about my thoughts about the shows. What I think is obvious is that I liked them. It seems like everyone's heading to Fantasmic right now. From the concept art, the Brown Derby restaurant is staying, but then pretty much all of Animation Courtyard's going away. There's going to be a massive Sorcerer Hat, and the Animation Academy is coming back, and there's going to be an interactive playground. Disney Junior is going to be turning into something. Just this entire area is going to have trees. There's going to be a Disney Studios Pluto Corner sign here. This is just going to look like the animation studio, the studio in Hollywood. When they announced the Monsters Inc. was going where Muppets is, I was so confused because just this area deserved to be something better than what it is, and I think that's what it's going to be. So I'm going over to Monsters now. Whoa, that was lightning. There's projections on the theater right now. There's not really much to see over at Monsters, but I haven't been over here since they put up the walls. They also just canceled Fantasmic, so this would have been a great time to eat some gelato. But here are the walls for Monstropolis. With the concept art, it would have been a little bit easier to see during the daytime, which there were some changes to this from the original. Like, they still do have a fountain, which is really cool. The Miss Piggy fountain has been removed, and then the entire Muppets gift shop has been demolished. So after Muppet Courtyard closed to the public, I was able to come back as a cast member and experience the land one more time. I got to walk around the courtyard and take pictures. I went to Pizza Rizzo and ate at the banquet hall one more time. I was able to see Muppet Vision 3D and sit down front and just really enjoy all of the animatronics and Sweetums, and it was just a really nice way to finally send off Muppet Vision 3D. So the park is about to close. I'm not going to get some ice cream because I have ice cream at home, but I still do want to talk about the shows. And to do that, I'm going to go back over to the courtyard. I don't think I've ever seen this show from this close. It's the wonderful world of Disney. Okay, I'm heading over to the courtyard. Animation Courtyard. I guess I want to talk about what I think about The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure. So The Little Mermaid musical adventure, the fireworks finale is happening right now. I loved that show. I had so much fun watching that show. That is now one of my favorite Disney shows on property. special effects, the music, the puppetry, it was just genuinely so fun. There were comparisons with the predecessor show, Voyage of the Little Mermaid, but it was just such a fresh narrative, and just, I don't know, I was absolutely encapsulated by what I was watching, just with the projections, with the puppetry and the songs, and the music, the singing. I don't know. I am so glad that I saw that show, and I will be seeing that again. So I'm glad that that's going to be sticking around while they're redoing this entire area and making it into the animation courtyard again. But now, what did I think of Villains? With Fantasmic being canceled, it's pretty quiet over here, especially just having one show tonight. That is a bummer. What's not a bummer is that I think that the Muppets are going to be really good here. So again, the park is closed. We're going to go back here one last time. Sort of eerie over here by Rock and Roller Coaster and Villains, but Villains Unfairly Ever After, I did like less than A Little Mermaid Musical Adventure, which might be because there were less performers in Unfairly Ever After compared to Musical Adventure, but I also really liked the music over here. The music was really good at Unfairly Ever After, but just Mermaid was more fun. The production element, I think, of Villains was very impressive, just technically, and if Villains Land has anything like that, I am so hyped for it. I think there was so much visually with The Little Mermaid 2 that it was just more fun to watch. Villains was very screen heavy, and other than the different ending, I don't think that it would be a very different show versus Mermaid. The rewatchability of just looking at something different every time, that would make me want to go back and watch that show just so many more times, because I loved that show. I wouldn't say that it's on the level of like Happily Ever After or Fantasmic, but it is a really good show, and I would love to see it again. But at least I was able to come over to the studios after work and finally see both shows and edit in some fun parts from each show into this video. I'm so tired though, and it was supposed to torrentially downpour, but it didn't, so I'm happy about that, which is why I'm presuming the Fantasmic was canceled, but I need to get to my car before it does. Again, I'm just glad that I got to see the shows. I've been wanting to see those shows for months. I also had dinner and a beer and walked over to the Monsters Inc. construction, which is actually happening right over there in the cast member parking lot for Hollywood Studios. Will I come back to go to Launch Bay before it closes next month? I don't know. I might, but I might not. But that was my night at Hollywood Studios. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Have a great day and goodbye.